Hey guys! So I have this little exciting thing going on today. I'm actually going out for the first time in like forever, and I was just thinking maybe I should just give you like a tutorial on my go-to makeup look. Not really a tutorial, just showing you what I'm doing because I'm not a makeup artist and everything that I do is not really professional, but I'm gonna try, I'm gonna give it a go and do this. And yeah, also I'm wearing a color today, which is like the most awesome thing if you don't know what foundation shade you are, because you can just go like low and just cover it. Yeah, so for my going out look, I like to be a bit dramatic because usually like in clubs it's really dark and stuff, and you know, you want to be visible even if it's dark. But then again, you don't want to look crazy when you finally get into the lights, so find that balance in between. But what I'm gonna do is like a more dramatic eye, maybe a more dramatic lip that can show off in the dark, and maybe some more intense cheekbones. I'm starting off with the Makeup Forever Step 1 in the Correcting Primer. I really like this primer. I waited a while to do this after my moisturizing, because when I moisturize my face, I just put a shitload of face cream on my face because I am so dry. I'm gonna use a bunch of different palettes today because it's fun and I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet. So we'll just figure that out. I'm gonna use my Max Factor Face Infinity All Day Flawless. I have some lip swatches on this hand that's not gonna be in my foundation. And I take 2 pumps of the number 60 and 1 pump of the number 75 to create my perfect tan color that I'm having going on right now. I look extremely pale on camera, which annoys me a lot, and I edited yesterday's video. Well, it might not be up yesterday. I made it yesterday, and it looked ridiculous how extremely pale I was, but some bronzer will fix that. I'm not pale in real life, I'm just saying, and this foundation looks so white on camera as well. Putting my hair up because I don't want it to get messy. Do you do it like me? I always start my foundation at the same place every time I play. I always start on this cheek, like down here. It feels like that's just a random thing, but maybe that's what everybody does. This beauty blender is so watery. This turned out the right color. That makes me happy. Now my battery is flashing. It was just full. We'll see how long it lasts. I don't know. Charge it for like 10 minutes more and then I'll stop. Okay, I'm going in with, I look crazy, with the Naked Skin Urban Decay in Fair Neutral, which I thought was gonna be the perfect color for me. It is the perfect color for me when I'm the lightest, because I am a quite pale person. I'm not gonna lie. Not going for that little fountain motion that I usually do. I just want it to be a little light here today, but not for any typical reason. I don't do concealer too high on my forehead because my forehead is already huge. I actually don't need to put concealer there because my forehead just looks even bigger. But I like to get some light there to not make my cheeks look insane, basically. So that's what I do before the crease is set. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette and this shade right here. Cannot use the banana powder because it's way too yellow. Alrighty, that was that. Now I'm gonna set my whole face with the MAC Prep and Prime translucent powder, which I barely could open. Oh my god, I'm out of focus. Focus, focus. I have really creased under eyes naturally. So if you think that I'm really bad at doing my under eye area, it's not that I'm bad at it. It's just quite impossible for me to not have creases. There. Nice, set that face. If you saw my last video, you know that I like to set my under eye with a white and a yellow. Oh my god. Holy fuck, this powder was expensive! Shit. I'm gonna stop. So I just spilled out my whole translucent powder can thingy. That annoys me a lot. I probably need to change my pants and I need to wash everything that just turned white. Well, anyways, let's just keep going and do this anyways. Let's contour our faces with an angled brush, and once again this middle color. I know that one of the colors is called Havana. Actually, I can't really tell any difference between these two. I think they are so similar. I don't know why you would need two super similar colors in one palette. I just don't get it. But some people might be like, oh, this is the perfect color ever, and this one just does not match me. And I'm like, of course you can have it then. Like, do you, girl? Do you? Yes. Carve that cheek out. Yes. And then carving a bit there to make my cheekbones pop. It looks so intense on camera. It does not in real life, and I will fix it later anyways. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with... Oh, I do see a difference in the camera. This one is a bit more cool tone, so I'm gonna go with this one that's more warm then. I don't know how much I need, maybe I took way too much. And I'm going over that in really big motion, so I'm not carving, like I'm just coloring basically. And I go over like the whole flippin' cheek, like up here. I only did contour here, I'm doing bronzer here. And I like to go back here to even out all the colors, mix them together to not have any harsh lines. And I'm also going over the contour, not only above it, I'm going over it, like blend these two colors together basically. But this one is to put a bit of color to your face, like tanning your face, whereas the contour is to shadow your face, carve out your face. And yeah, I'm going in with this bronzer and I'm leaving this space that I put concealer on. Like that, I look a lot more healthier now than I did before. And I also like to put a little, to take away my double chin. I'm gonna do a really intense, I'm gonna go in with this a bit cooler tone and just put it up here. Get it into your hairline, because sometimes it looks like I do in the camera, have like a really white line right above it, like get right in there. And I would suggest a bit more cool tone color to do that, so it like matches your hairline. I look good! That's just me being selfish. So I want to have like a dark, is this the dark one? Oh, this is the dark one. I'm gonna go in with a really intense dark blush today. I'm actually gonna take a clean brush. I'm gonna take a big brush as well. I'm gonna use this big brush and this, just dab it in lightly, just to smack it on my face. If you have like a really dark color, just light it on and it will give like this amazing natural kind of glow to your face, because it won't really be seen, because it kind of blends in with all the browns that you already did, so it just looks like you've been hit by the sun. And to make the sun look a bit more realistic, I put a bit on my chin and on my nose. My forehead. So it's not too like, oh my god, you're wearing blush. No, like, girl, I was just out and the sun hit me and I'm just rolling with it. Now I'm going in with my highlight palette that you saw me use in my other video, and I'm gonna mix these two. My balcony door is open and I think people can hear me. I'm using this brush. I don't know if this is a good highlighter brush, but ooh. It's working. It's a bit too big, but it's working. Okay, take a bit of this white wine, my Cupid's bow on my nose. To put a very sheen highlight on your nose like this one, it makes it look like you have no makeup on. People with matte noses do look like they have a lot of makeup on. I obviously I have makeup on, like you can tell, but it's not as easy to tell when it's a shining little bump on there. Whew, let's go in with the eyes. I was really bad at filming this yesterday because it's so hard. It's so hard. Because I always go down like this, but I'm gonna try not to today. And just be viewed from, the focus changes so easily. I should put the focus on my lips actually, so then it won't change. I'm just using this powder trio by H&M. It's called the Eyeshadow Brows Smoky little palette, and I'm using the middle color because it's the one closest to my natural. bit too brown. I need a more ash toned. Woo! We are back on track. So I just finished, first of all, this eyebrow and also my hair while we were gone to charge my phone. My hair looks so not cool. It does in real life. It looks super blonde as well. I'll just spin it around for a second. But we have the most important part left. The eyes. Ooh, this eyebrow. What the hell is that? Oh, I need to plug my eyebrows. Okay, so I am the worst at filming eye makeup tutorials because I'm gonna put the focus down here. Hopefully this part doesn't move. And just remember, you guys, all my brushes are dirty and I'm out of focus. Focus, focus. I'm just gonna open a bunch of palettes and do my go-to makeup look. You know what? This palette is so broken. I'll just use, you know, the palette that I made myself from Morphe brushes. And I'll go in with apparently a very huge brush, and I'm just taking the color Deep Skin. That is a very nice brown, and I'm just gonna, should I do this in this? It doesn't matter if it's so uneven right now. Now I'm gonna go in with a color that is a tad bit deeper, and I'm gonna gently put that in the crease. And then I'm gonna go in with kind of grayish color. I'm not showing you the palette because it's just hard. And I'm gonna put this in the outer corner. And this is like a cool tone gray brown that I'm just trying to use here in the outer V. That did not turn out like a V, but and I'm just slightly putting it into the crease as well. Very light. I'm like feather movements when I'm doing it in the crease, and then a bit harder when I'm going out here to make a bit of a transition. Right now, I can barely see myself. Yep. I'm just using the same brush over and over again, by the way. But I think I'm gonna change it up to a bit more intensified brush like this. And now I'm gonna go in with a shimmery color. I don't have a Fix Plus, so I'm using my Makeup Forever Mist and Fix, and I'm just spraying my brush with this to make it a bit wet. Ooh, that got all over my palette. Let's see which side I got. This side. And I'm just going in with a like shimmery, very cool toned gold, and that's what I'm putting on my inner corner. Oh, you're out. Can you tell? So, taking it up to the crease. then I'm doing like going down. So I'm only going up to the crease here, close to the middle, or like the inner corner. And then I'm just going slightly down like that. So I still have that dark color on the outside. And I'm doing the same thing on the other side. I'm sorry you guys, I can't look in the camera. Obviously, I am creating a very harsh line right now. We're gonna blend that out. Do you see how intense it got when I put the Fix water on? This works with a MAC Fix powder as well. And then I'm going in with the same brush that I used before, and I'm just going over in the crease right here and just blending it all. I'm not going in the inner corner, I'm just going right at the corner, like blend the two colors together so it's not a harsh line in between. Actually gonna go in a bit with the first color that we use, the deep skin, that is, and put it on there to have a lighter transition in the middle, like that. Yep, and then we'll do the same on the other side, so we have a lighter transition over there. So, and then I'm going to use this flat brush. It's very, very flat. And I'm gonna use the second color, that a bit darker brown that we used. That for me, it is called Caramelized, and I am putting that under. Okay, so I'm done with that. If you've watched my latest video, you know that I do not do eyeliner anymore, and I'm not going to do it for this look, but I am going to put it on my waterline, my lower waterline, to give it a bit more intensity. And then I'm gonna use my Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm gonna zoom you out because I'm gonna go like this so you can see me. I did not curl my lashes. Oh, stupid. And now, my camera literally died when I had like 5 seconds left to film. What camera does that? So now I just charged it for like 5 seconds. I am gonna use this lip liner right here, that is MAC Good Timing. And I am gonna... I'm just gonna line my lips with this and not fill it in because I am gonna put a liquid lipstick on. And I do not want it to bleed. I line my lips. I did not overline them, but they look bigger. I'm gonna use this liquid lipstick by H&M. I can't see anything. It's called Chic Shock. Chic Shock. It's a liquid lipstick by H&M's new own line. See? There we go! There we have the finished look for today. I am excited. The lips obviously change every time basically, but I felt like having a kind of deep purple, kind of grayish but still kind of brown color, and obviously you can change it up kind of looks a bit. Since this eye look is a mix of warm and cool tone, you can basically choose whatever color you want on your lips, and I chose a cool tone today. This eye look obviously look a bit more warm, but I think it works. I feel like my lip looks a bit smaller here. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video. This is my go-to party makeup look, and well, I haven't done it exactly like this before, but I hope you like it. This is kind of the thing that I do, and I do it with any kind of palette. That's why I didn't really share the name of the colors, because you don't really have to have the same colors. I didn't even show them. I just told you kind of what they were, because I'll show you now. The only colors I used were these three. No, I'm kidding, not that one. These three. I used these three, and then I used this one as the shimmery color, and that's all I used. But I have done basically the exact same look with this palette that is cheaper. Morphe brushes is really cheap, but I've done it with these colors on like that four, and just a bunch of different on this side. So you can do it with any kind of palette that you have, as long as you have like 2 or 3 brown colors, a shimmery color, and a bit more cool tone kind of gray brown color, and then you're good to go. I could probably do this look with this palette, just that this palette is a very cool tone and I didn't want that warm brown in it, so that's why I did not use this. But obviously those two colors are very close to the color that I used. This one is probably way more expensive.